The Torah given at Sinai was the Ten Commandments, and as our sages say, every other law, whether of one generation or legislation of another generation, are also implied in the Ten Commandments. It comes from that. With the proper knowledge of the Ten Commandments, there is the wisdom of legislation and applying the law. There are two parts to law. One is the written law, the other is the oral law. The written law is that those words of the Torah, Nevi'im, Kesuvim, that were given at Sinai had to be written and preserved so that if even one word of the scroll is missing or not readable, the entire scroll is disqualified. And this preserves the integrity of the law. In addition to that, written law could be interpreted in so many ways, or misinterpreted, or not understood. When you have learning taught face to face, the sound of the voice, expression of the face, contribute a lot to the knowledge of what is taught. So it has to be both oral law and written law. The oral law was handed from generation to generation, and it was kept its integrity. Later on, as the Jews were dispersed, and the intellectual capacity of human beings in general had become less, it was necessary to write the oral law also. This was then divided into 4 sections of code of law over the course of generations. The laws that apply every day, daily to everybody. Then those laws of kosher, not kosher, posel, not posel, mikveh, etc. Those are in the second volume of Code of Law of Shulchan Aruch. And the third is those laws of marriage and divorce. And the fourth is laws of money matters, jurisprudence. And these are afterwards explained and codified by the later codifiers. Under any event, so we always say we have 4 Shulchan Aruchs. 4. The wise ladies say there's a fifth Shulchan Aruch in addition to these 4. What is the 5th Shulchan Aruch? Common sense, how you apply it. Take, for instance, when it comes to the law of not violating the Shabbos. When somebody's life is in danger, then you must violate the Shabbos. We have a group of EMTs, Hatzolah they're called. They respond as first responders to people who know about them, and they keep the person alive until fire rescue comes. Now, so many of these people are told, if you get a call on Shabbos, drive. Anything else that's involved in the saving of life, do it and violate the Shabbos. Somebody might say, well, but still you're doing wrong. At one of the graduation ceremonies of the MTs, I was presiding, and one of my colleagues said that there is an interpretation that if somebody had violated the Shabbos unintentionally, he must do something to atone for it, and from then on, he should be more strict in his observance of Shabbos. So he suggested that all the members of Hatzolah should look for something to be more strict. Before he finished speaking, I said, shut up. That's not the way to talk. Because if you make the person who responds to save a life think twice, am I doing right or am I doing wrong? How much should I do, how much should I not do? A life can be lost. And even if there's a remote possibility of saving a life, you violate the Shabbos. Certainly, when the responder comes and responds, he certainly should not be discouraged in any way. Another form of common sense is, of course, a man is not supposed to ogle or look at a woman who is unclothed. What happens if a woman happens to be drowning in a pond or in a river and she's not clothed? Somebody will say, well, I can't do something to my eyes. The answer is, you can say chosed shaiti. He's a stupid chosed. And so on. Common sense is the fifth Shulchan Aruch, just as important as the first four volumes.